Hey everybody. We're doing a new science experiment today. Usually we go through our Apologia lessons and we'll do the notebooking activities that come along with that, and then we do the projects that they suggest. But today we have this Little Passports Science Expeditions kit that we're going to try out. This kit actually has 3 different experiments in it. It has a DNA extraction experiment that we're going to do today. And then it has a fingerprinting experiment and what's the other one? A splatter studies experiment. It's all based on forensic science, so that's fun. And if you get one of these, you can do what we're doing is one lesson each week. So you basically have a month of forensic science experiments and 1 week off, where you can talk about the projects or review them or whatever you want to do. Okay, so this pack, like I said, comes with those 3 experiments. I'm going to show you real quick what you need for the DNA extraction experiment, and then we'll do videos of the other experiments when we do those so that you can see what's needed for those as well. Okay, so here are the items that you need for the DNA extraction project. Little Passports provides the small rubber bands, the filter, right here, the test tube with the cap, the test tube rack. Okay, and then from home, you're going to need a strawberry, a Ziploc bag, a pair of scissors, a toothpick, 2 cups, we're using jars, and in one of the jars you're going to mix, show you a little closer, 1 tablespoon of water with 1/4 teaspoon of dish liquid, and you're going to put a pinch of salt into the mix. Little Passports also has a lab notebook that you can use to record your observations. It has this little book that gives you the instructions for all of your projects. And it has this comic book that you can read through before you start each experiment, just to give a little fun story for the kids. Then whenever you complete all 3 of the experiments after your month, you have this little sticker or badge that you can place in here. You also need a little bit of rubbing alcohol, but it needs to be ice cold, so I have mine sitting in the freezer until we're ready for it. Okay, so your first step is to put your rubbing alcohol into the freezer, and ours is still in there until we're ready to add it to our mix. Okay, second step, take your jar or your cup, whatever you're going to use, and put 1 tablespoon of water with 1/4 teaspoon of dish liquid, and a pinch of salt. And it says that the soap helps to open up the strawberry cells, and the salt helps to untangle the DNA. And you'll see why that's important a little bit later. All right, step 3, you're going to put your strawberry inside your zipper bag. Want to do that?
Yep, I will do that.
Put it in there and then close it up. Alright, now I want you to mash the berry with your fist.
Mash it?
Yep, mash it. Yep, keep going. Mash it up.
It hurts.
Let them have fun with it.
Ow,
Yep.
that hurts.
Yeah? Well, here, you don't have to hit it so hard. Now look, look. You can take your hand like this and kind of knead it.
I don't need that.
Okay, well,
I'll need that.
we need to open up the strawberry for the cells here. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to gently mash to get the rest of it. Mash up real good. Okay, so we're going to try to shake it all back down
I'll
to
do
the
that.
bottom. It's good. There we go.
Oh, no, I know that.
Okay, now you want to be careful not to break the bag here. So if you do it too hard, you can
Break the
make
bag.
holes in it, and you don't need to do that. That'll mess up your experiment.
And then you have to get another plastic bag and then there's strawberry.
You also want to be sure that you don't have any big chunks of berries. So go through and
You just
here, you can
smash
get
it
that side.
all.
Yeah, and push it down with your fingers if you see any big chunks.
Those big chunks.
Smush them out. Okay.
Mush. Hold on, I see a big chunk.
Okay.
Let's push this big chunk. Ah, that one's
Okay,
hard.
so now you want to open the bag. Can you hold it
Oh,
up
hold
for
on.
me? That's okay.
Okay.
That part's okay.
Open.
All right, open it up and hold it up for me.
Okay.
And then you're going to add your soap, water, and salt mixture. Yeah, slowly pour it in. Here, hold on the camera. Sorry about that. You couldn't really see it the way that I had the camera set up. But what we've done, we just added our soap, water, and salt mixture into the bag. Now Weston's going to close the bag back. Okay, and now he is going to mix it around with his hands, just like this, for about a minute. Okay, so we've mixed it all up into the bag really well. And I have taken our filter and the small rubber band here, and I've wrapped that around our other jar. Now, if Weston can hold this carefully over the jar, right over the center so we don't spill it, I'm going to try to cut a small hole in this. Oh, my scissors aren't
Cutting it.
cut now.
No.
I'm trying to do it. I'm holding the camera too. There we go.
Here it comes.
Okay, and now we're going to let it drain out. Might have to push it a little bit.
Might have to cut a little bigger hole.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, we're going to cut a little bit bigger hole, and we're going to let this drain for about 10 minutes. After it goes into the filter, it'll drain through the filter for about 10 minutes. Flow just a little bit. If you want to do this part over a sink, then you could do that, but we don't mind cleaning up that little drop that we had.
Yeah, a few little drops actually.
So this is going to drain through the filter. It's actually 2 filters here.
Yeah.
For about 10 minutes. Let it all come through into the jar. And at this point, you can get, where is my lab notebook? You can get the lab notebook out. Sorry, I had it turned the wrong way. And you can open it up here to your first observation page and let your child draw or write, whatever they want to do, their observations of how much mixture you poured in and how much is draining through and what they think is going to happen next. Okay, so we have let our strawberry water, salt, and soap mixture drain through the filter for about 10 minutes. There's, oh, sorry, down here. There's a very little bit of liquid at the bottom. You're probably not going to get much more than that, but that is perfectly fine. A little bit is all that you need. So now you're going to take the filter and the rest of the mixture off, and you'll see the liquid at the bottom here.
A tiny little bit in there.
Okay. So now at this point you take your test tube rack here, put your test tube into the rack, and you're going to take your ice cold rubbing alcohol and you're going to pour it. I'm going to do this part just so we don't spill it. But there are measurements. I don't know if you can see the measurements here on the side of the tube.
But,
And you're going to, see, what does it say? You're going to pour 25 milliliters of rubbing alcohol straight into your test tube.
and it's probably a good idea that I don't do this because that'll probably make a big mess.
Yep, that's why
So-
I am doing it.
Yeah.
We are in a hurry to finish this because the toddler is angry today and she will not nap. Okay, so we have our 25 milliliters of rubbing alcohol. And then we're going to pour in the strawberry mixture. Can you see
Right.
it? Okay.
Let's,
Okay, so the last video cut off a little bit. Sorry about that. But we have our rubbing alcohol in the test tube, and we've poured our
little.
strawberry. Oh, wow.
Well-
I was way up there. our strawberry mixture
A
in.
little strawberry mixer thing, whatever it's called.
Okay, and now we're going to
Like on the
put
lid.
the lid on the tube, and we're going to leave it there for 5 to 10 minutes. And after your 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to see some little strands of DNA floating around, and we will pull it out with the toothpick at that point. So we're going to start our waiting, and we will come back
When
it's ready. Okay, so we've given the DNA a little while to extract from the strawberry, and you can see it floating in there. It's all that white thread-like stuff. Okay, and we switched, instead of using a toothpick, we're using a popsicle stick because it didn't rise up to the top as far as we thought it would. So we need the popsicle stick to go down farther. So now my little helper is going to reach down. Hold on, Ninolis. And he's going to pull the DNA. There we go. Yeah, it's on the end. You can't see the strings of it now. Trying to get closer. But there it is.
Some right there.
It's the DNA from the strawberry.
Hmm?
So that is the Little Passports strawberry DNA extraction experiment. And if you want to find out more about how you can get your own kit, just look at the link and the information that I have left in the description of this video. We'll see you later.